July 4th, 2022, here on Mondays. Barrier Clinic with Little Mike and D Krupp. Yeah, Daniel's doing really good too. Wait till you start him doing his stop, follow, and draw shots. He's hitting them like a champ. Want to thank Henry, first of all, at the Q Club, the owner of the Q Club, who's, man, we're so blessed to have him in our life. He's such a great guy. Thank you, Henry. Thank all the other sponsors, like Joe Klimchek. And we're bringing on somebody new, Carlos Ortiz from Mexico, and his gloves is going to be great. Wow. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks again, Carlos. You're great. But we had a phone call today, and a guy says, splitting the difference is great, but what about when you have to put English on the ball? Great question. You know what? That's a great question. I thank you for calling me. I think his name was Chris. How many times do we get in a predicament where we're almost straight on this ball? We can't do anything. I mean, if we have enough stroke, we can draw the ball off the end rail, but that's moving your cue ball too much. So why not just drive the car? We want the cue ball to go to the left. We want it to spin to the left. So when it hits here, it's going to hit here and float right over here. So we're going to line up the same way. We're going to split the difference, but we're going to line up with one tip of left-hand English, and we're going to shoot it exactly the same as we normally do. So make sure you chalk up first. That's what I'm going to do now. And then go through all your proper pre-shot routine. Line up on the ball, how you line up. Now I'm moving one. This would be center. I'm one tip over to the left, and I'm just going to shoot this ball into the hole, right? See, like you tip over? Perfect, dead in the hole. Got perfect shape on the 9. I'm not shooting it any different as I would with center ball. Because if you're one tip over to the left or to the right, whatever English you want to use, it's not going to alter the cue ball, the object ball at all, unless you hit it super, super slow. So I'll do it again. I'm going to go one tip to the left. That's all I'm. Okay, so I'm gonna let you can make it with center ball. You can make it with anywhere on the cue ball. Okay, so I'm gonna line up with center ball. I'm gonna go one tip to the left. I'm gonna pull back, and I'm gonna fire. And look where we got. We got money right there. Woo! It's that simple, right? I mean, everybody wants to shoot this ball for the dough, right? I mean, I know I don't want to be way back here for the dough. I mean, I'll still shoot it in the hole, but I don't want to be way back there. I want to be as close as I can possible. Within a couple of feet. So no matter where you are, let's say I want to shoot this ball, and I'm here, and I got to get to here, right? It's the same thing, but I'm just going to line up the opposite side. So I'm going to go to the right. It's going to come up. I'm almost straight, so I can't just hit the ball with center ball and skid the ball over. I'm going to use one tip of right-hand English. I'm going to line up. I'm going to line up with center, split the difference, go over one tip to the right. The ball's going to come off here, and get perfect shape on the 9. So a lot of people think it's a tough shot, but it's really not. It's really kind of elementary in a way. So here we go. We're going to line up with center like we do. Line up, split the difference. We're going to go one tip over, and bam, bam. Look at this. Dead in the hole. Now we got money, okay? If you just line up on the ball with English, that ball's just going to go a different area. If you don't take the time to understand and split the difference on that ball and aim, because if you can make it with center ball, you can make it with anywhere on the cue ball. But we don't want to go into the danger zone on that cue ball. We just want to say you're going to get more force through the center of the ball just a half a tip to the right than you are the edge. So here I am lined up with center. I go half a tip over and boom. Look at this. Perfect. Dead in the hole. Okay. If I can make this with center ball, I can make it with anywhere on the cue ball. So I'm going to line this up with center ball. I'm going to go all the way to the right, and I'm going to pull back and fire. Ball still goes dead in the hole, okay? So I'm going to go all the way to the left this time. So I'm going to line up with center ball, just so it's dead, just the way I lined it up. I'm going to go all the way to the left, pull back, dead in the hole, dead center. It didn't take no path off course. So if I can make it with center ball, I can make it with anywhere on the cue ball. So now we're going to shoot the same shot, which is straight, and we're going to put right-hand English on the ball, and we're going to go through. So we'll make it a little bit off straight. So we're going to line up, and we're going to go one tip over to the right, half tip, and look at this ball. Goes to the right. Now I'm going to go all the way to the left this time. So I'm going to line up with center ball, just so it's dead, just the way I lined it up. I'm going to go all the way to the left, pull back, dead in the hole, dead center. It didn't take no path off course. So if I can make it with center ball, I can make it with anywhere on the cue ball. So now we're going to shoot the same shot, which is straight, And we're going to put right-hand English on the ball, and we're going to go through. So we'll make a little bit off straight. So we're going to line up, and we're going to go one tip over to the right, half tip, and look at this ball. Goes to the right. Now we're going to do the same thing and shoot it to the left. So you don't have to guess. All you have to do is drive the car when you're playing pool. You drive the car just like you make a left-hand turn. You look at the road, not the steering wheel. So we're shooting this ball and we want to put left-hand English on it. So we line up with center. We go half tip over to left. Yeah, perfect. Dead in the hole.
Here earlier?
Oh, his name was Terry. He come from Miami. He's a really nice guy. Used to play with Ronnie O'Sullivan, all those guys. We played a couple sets of 9-ball, and he's a really good player. And today was my day. I got out from everywhere. We're gonna have good days and bad days. We're not gonna every day is just not gonna be dead in the hole, dead in the hole. They're still gonna go dead in the hole, but maybe your position's a little off or whatever the case may be. A lot of things take precedence when you're playing. But enough of me. Here, I'm just gonna shoot this ball and I'm gonna get shape for the 4. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot this ball. I can go a bunch of different ways. I'm just gonna put a tip of left on it, and I'm gonna draw it with one tip of draw. So I'm gonna come 2 rails back over here for the 4 ball. So if I'm lined up with center ball, I can make it with center. I go one tip over to the left end, just like I said it was, and that's guaranteed money right there. Yeah. We'll do the same thing. I'm gonna go a little. I went too far out on the side. If you go too far out on the side, the ball's gonna spit. If you don't go too far out and you only go to half tip, it's really gonna take if you go through the ball. So here I am. I'm gonna line up with center ball. I'm gonna go a half tip over to the right. Look at how much that ball took this time, right? So no, you don't. If you're only a half tip over or a full tip over, it's not gonna change the course of the object ball. So you can actually even line up with that if you want, just right here, and you're not gonna change the course of the object ball at all. But I line up with center ball and go to the right because that's like my checkpoint, Because if I can make it with center, I can make it with anywhere. So I'll line up the same shot with center ball and then go one tip to the right, center ball, go one tip to the right, and bam, dead in the hole. See? Okay, so our code word gonna get to today is gonna be 7422. Okay, that's gonna be our code word for today. Q Club 7422. Okay. And so, if on next Monday when we're filming again at the Barrier Clinic with Little Mike and D Krupp, while D Krupp is shooting, he's going to give you another code. Okay, when he gives you that code, when we're done with what he's doing, we're gonna have a commentary, a sit down and talk, and then somebody's gonna call in and we'll answer any question they have. So you get 2 callers next Monday at 11 after D Krupp's done showing what his progress is on what we're teaching him, and we'll answer any question you have.
Have a roundtable discussion.
It's great. Once again, thanks, Henry. Thanks, everybody that supports us. And like we got gloves coming out. Carlos Ortiz, Mexico's gracious enough to give us some. We got, Henry Q Club, of course. We got Mark. We got Mark White, CSI, the 2-piece guru. Yeah, we even made a rap song for you. We'll do it next week. We're going to start running tournaments here at the Q Club as well. But remember, all we care about is people have fun. Enjoy yourself no matter what. Don't get mad at people. Don't, when you're in league, I want to say one thing. When you're in league, if you're a 6 or a 7 or even a 5 and you're coaching a 2 or a 3, remember, those people can't do what you can do. They can't be you better than you can be you, and you can't be them better than they can be them. So you have to understand, you have to try and be patient with people, because understand their skill level and what they can do, and just appreciate them for who they are and what they are and how dedicated they are and how much they're trying. But it's all about having fun. If we can't do that, we shouldn't be here. I give all my credit to God, because without him, nothing's possible. You know what I mean?
Amen. Later, guys.
getting at it too.
Sorry to trust my throat. Just looking at this.
Perfect, bro. Perfect.
I didn't look at the football.
That's great, bro.
So I'm just gonna like,
That's great.
apologize for my mind. I just inside.
Perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your stick there. Don't go. Pull that fire, man. That's what you see me do today. I just lined up my left knee, go through.
Confidence in myself. Just want to try hard.
Yeah, just slow down. Slow your stroke down. Slow your stroke down. Pull that slow over there. Pull there, don't go like this, right? Pull it over.